This is not a product endorsement, but I'm gonna be drinking my water while I talk to you about the most effective marketing strategies for early stage startups. When you're an early stage startup, you're dealing with so many different things at one time. You're trying to build your product. You're trying to probably get some investment dollars. You're trying to manage the money that you've cobbled together from friends and family. And of course, you're trying to get customers interested in what you're doing so that you can bring in revenue so that you can pay yourself too, right? Well, I'm going to talk to you specifically about when you're in that very crazy phase of actually building that company. What are the things that early stage startup founders need to be doing for effective marketing? Your marketing plan is going to continue to change as your company evolves. What you need today versus what you need at Series A and what you need at Series B in order to be successful can be very different things. It even varies depending on your market. If you're a Series B prop tech, what you need to grow your business is very different than a Series A funded fintech. If you're targeting the top 10 banks or you're targeting the small to medium sized insurance brokers, your varying audiences are also going to drive the marketing plan that you need, the budget that you need, the channels that you use, and everything in between. So today, let's talk about all that. First and foremost, you need to raise your brand awareness. People can't buy from you. People can't give you feedback on your product if they don't know that you exist. And your brand, think of it as more than just the logo or the tagline or the colors or the name of your company. Yes, all of these things are extremely important. However, that is not what makes up an entire brand. Your brand is connected to every single communication you have with potential clients. Your brand is every post that you put on social media and every reply and every comment that you put in response to how people respond to your social media posts too. Your brand is how you answer the phone, how you sign your emails, the way that your website looks, the way that you price your product. All of that is going into your brand. Once you've created a brand messaging framework, which if you haven't done that, I highly suggest you do. And I get this is going to come across as very self-promotional, but we at Arch Collective, we are experts at building solid brand messaging. We have a course that we offer, which you can check out if you can't afford to do it on your own or you can't afford to pay an agency. And I highly recommend documenting and getting your brand messaging framework. So from here going forward, I'm going to assume that you have that done. Once you've created your brand messaging framework, you can now start to plan how you'll raise brand awareness using the messaging in your brand messaging framework. You need to figure out what makes your brand and what you offer different than the competition, and then you need to capitalize that. And by that, I mean you need to get that out into the marketplace. Utilize social media platforms, your website, your blog, to engage with this audience and your brand tone and voice. But also make sure that you're offering value. You're talking to your client. You're talking to your prospective customer. You're talking to them about things that matter to them, like their pain points, where they're frustrated. Think about this. Most of the time, when you go seeking an answer, whether you put it into Bing or Google and you search for a question, you don't have the answer. You're looking for information. Be the information to your prospective client. Bring that value to them and let them know that of all the different companies out there, you're the one that knows the most about the problem that they're trying to solve. The persistent effort in doing this, that is what will help build your brand. It will position you as a familiar face or as a familiar entity within your industry. Research actually shows that the more recognizable your brand is, the more you can charge for your offering. How great is that? Investing in your brand as early as possible is a great way. Investing in your brand early on is a great way to not only boost your bottom line, but to build that foundation for future growth opportunities.